Hi everyone! In today's DIY projects, we are crafting with Dollar Tree items. We'll be creating some beautiful home decor items on a budget that you could use to decorate your home. For your shopping convenience, all the items used in today's DIY projects will be linked in the description box below, so do check them out and let's jump right into our first DIY project. For our first project, we are making a vase and I'm using a cone. The Dollar Tree sells cone, but I'm using this one that I already have, and this one is from Amazon. It's 9 inches. I'm just using my scissors to cut off that lip. I'm also using a candle holder. I'm removing that sticker from the inside. And to connect my cone and my candle holder, I'm using a strong adhesive, and I'll connect the two. Just make sure that it's straight. Now I'll take them outside and spray paint them with my Rust-Oleum white gloss, and I'm also spray painting on the inside. I'll be adding some embellishments to my vase, and these are 3D flower stickers from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using 2 packs for this project. They're sticky on the back, but you want to go ahead and add some hot glue so they can hug the curve of that cone. I'm just placing my flowers in random areas where I think they look good. This is what I have left from the 2 packages. To add some weight to my vase, I'm adding sand from the Dollar Tree. I'm using 1 bag, and I'm using my tacky glue to add my sand to the lower half of the vase. I added water to my tacky glue so it can be a little bit thinner, and I'm just sprinkling that tacky glue on the lower third of my vase, and then I'm adding my sand. And this project was super simple and easy. Here's how it turned out, guys. You can use it as a decorative piece or as a floral vase. All right, let me know what you think about this project. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our second DIY project. For our second project, we are making a candle holder, and I'm using a cylinder vase from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using my hot glue to create a candle wax effect, and I'm placing a lot of hot glue on the side. I'm placing my vase flat on the surface so it can fall naturally. I'm creating layers, so I'll give that section a few minutes to dry, and then I'll add some more to create layers. I'll give it a few minutes to dry, then I'll peel that design off of the side. Just be careful not to rip it. Okay, now we have our design separate from our vase. I'm just going to take my 2 pieces outside, and I'll spray paint my candle wax gold with my metallic Rust-Oleum, and I'll spray paint on the inside of my vase black. with my matte black Rust-Oleum. Both pieces are dry, so I'll just go ahead and glue the pieces back together with my hot glue. You just want to be careful on the thinner areas not to touch it while you're placing the hot glue, because it will stick. As you can see right there, it was lifting. For the top, I'm going to be using a floral disc. I'll just cut the size that can fit directly into my vase, and I'm going to be adding a small candle holder on top of that. I'll just use my hot glue to glue it in place, and I'm doing the same thing for this candle holder, the same thing that I did for my vase. I'm going all the way around, and I'll take them outside and spray paint them gold. Now to attach my candle holder to my vase, I'm using my hot glue on the inside, and then I'll just push it right in. To hide that seam, I'm going to be adding some more of my hot glue. I'm just creating smaller drips just to connect the two together, and then I'll be spray painting that area. I just cut a piece of foam board just to expose that small area, and I'll just spray paint that area with my gold spray paint. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our third project. We are making a wall decoration, and I'm using this bicycle wreath from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just creasing it in every other seam. Okay, this is how it should look when you're done. Now I'm removing the spokes. And this is what you should have. I'm going to be using skewers for this wall decoration, and I'm cutting each skewer at 7 inches. So you'll be needing 72 pieces of skewers, and that totals to about 18 skewers. And this is the wall decoration that I'm recreating. This is the piece of foam that was left over from my previous project. I'm placing it in the center of my wreath. I'm placing the skewers in the seams of the wreath. Then I'm placing the additional skewers in the center of the previous two. And I'll continue to do this pattern, placing the skewer in the center of the previous two. I'm going to be completing this side, and I'll show you this side. After that one in the center, then you have two on either side. Just make sure to glue the skewers at equal distance apart. We have one section completed. I'll continue to do the rest. Try to get your skewers as flat as you can against that foam disc. Just place a small amount of glue. We're going to be reinforcing it from the back. Now I'll take it outside and spray paint it with my matte black spray paint. And I'll do the front and the back in black. And then on the tips, I'll be spray painting it with my gold reflective spray paint. Now that it's dry, I'm going to be adding this 5-inch mirror, and I'm just adding my glue around the edges. Just try to use a strong adhesive. The hot glue did not look good around the edges, so I had to remove that. So use your strong adhesive and just make sure to place it directly in the center. Now to hook our wall decoration on the wall, I'm going to be using a hook from my picture frame hook package. Use your strong adhesive, and I'm also using some hot glue to bond it. To make it look a little bit neater, I'm going to be using this felt from the Dollar Tree. And I'm placing my glue going right around that edge. Then I'll use my X-Acto knife to cut out my hook, and I'll cut the extra fabric off. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our fourth project. I'll be using these plates from the Dollar Tree, 2 sizes, and I'll spray paint one gold and the next one white. And I'm also using these leftover skewers, and I'm only using the tips. I place a 1/4 size amount of glue on my surface. I'm working on a silicone surface. You can use parchment paper. And I'm just aligning my skewers, and we're using 16 pieces. These are the leftover skewers from the previous project. Our skewers measure 4 inches. To cover the hot glue, I'll be using a golf ball, and I'm just going to be using half of it. And I'll just glue that right in place. I'm also using a mirror. This is a square mirror that we're using. It's 12 inches. To place that wall decoration on the wall, we're using a picture frame hook. All that's left to do is glue our plates in place. Just make sure that it's in the center. I'm placing the larger one first and then the smaller one. Use your strong adhesive and just place some on the tips of your skewers and try to line it up in the center of that small plate. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let me know which project was your favorite and if you'll be recreating any of these projects this week. If you missed last week's project, here it is on the screen. Just click that rectangular box to watch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Please remember to give me a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you. Take care, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye-bye.